Well, hello. Welcome in, Shade. How are we all going today? I was just letting that run while I just got set up. I thought I'd do an early morning stream again, see how we go. I'm kind of trying to get these streams going while I still have energy, you know?
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles.
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Very nice of her. Didn't I talk to you last time and I complained at you? Ma'am. Man.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Midnight? Oh
put
my god, it's
yourself
only
in
1
my
a.m.
shoes.
God damn.
I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think you're scientists. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
My wonder is when making
Hey,
this first
you know
one,
what?
if
I've
they
got a
actually had
question
a
I think you
plan
can
for
actually
two
answer.
at the
What's
time,
that?
or if they
Why
were just
is it
kind
that
of
sometimes the guys in there
making
talk
it.
like they're from the future?
The future?
Yeah, I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
How dare you bitch?
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's
Yeah,
safe to
I
assume
can
the
see
Animus
how
is
loud
not
he
a part
is.
of their
It's-
public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god.
Let me... Whoop. Do you see my controller while doing that? Let me fix up the audio on this side. The game is just incredibly loud. Even on my end. Let's try that. I forgot how sensitive some of these old controllers were.
She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know
Now
more
it's
about the
a bit
company,
quiet.
take a look at the computer.
Whoop.
The telecommunication stuff is particularly interesting.
Put it to about there. See how that goes. So I keep changing the screen. It's just it's God. I don't care. I read this last time. Alright. Should be a bit better now. Yeah, it's like his voice actor was like right up on the microphone, you know? Which is kind of a thing of earlier gaming, like when voice acting became more prevalent. voice actors were
Let's go, Mr. Miles.
not always
Time's
the
wasting.
best. Mic etiquette. Because I think it's like, they say you should thumb and pinky to your microphone, and that's how I record for like videos. Obviously, if I had a boom arm, it would probably be a bit easier for me to do it while streaming, but
Where's Lucy?
I can't really
Oh,
play
don't
like
worry,
this.
she'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is...
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order.
Order
That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for
John
direction.
Bon, aren't you
They wanna
supposed to
know
be at
why they're
work?
here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you
I mean, I'm
assassins
not using
strive
this
for?
mic. I am
Peace
using the
in all things?
desk mic. I only really have
I
the
told you,
boom
I'm
mic
not an
down because
assassin.
it gives
Right,
me the
right.
audio
I still don't
feedback,
see where I
so
fit
I
into
know if I'm
things.
being too loud.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Okay, Santa
Where
Claus.
what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
I always found Desmond just kind of looks like a fish. If you know what I mean. Like, look at his face. It is just so long. It got a bit better in, like, AC2, but in this game, especially in 3, he's just got such a narrow head.
Lie down, please.
Oh, shut up, bitch. Oh, I gotta lie down on this end of the table. So yeah, because now we're up to memory block 3. How many memory blocks are there? He looks like a bass. Exactly. He literally looks like a bass front on.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
I swear I've heard that voice before, like of the Animus thing.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair,
GLaDOS
your
rip
greatest
off. Yeah,
failure was
kind
born
of.
knowing too much. If
God, I
choose
wish we
to
got a
withhold
Portal 3,
information,
man.
It is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
It's been a few years since I played Portal 2. Maybe
you
I should
don't.
get it
And
get
it
it
will
going
remain
again.
this way until
It's a
you've
great
learned your
game.
lesson. Still, you have
I mean,
performed
Wheatley is
combat,
one of my favorite
and as such,
characters
I
in
restore a
gaming.
rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Akka or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Okay, this time I'm not going to accidentally go straight to the assassination mission. I'm going to do more of the research. Oh boy, a knife! And counter kill. Nice. Nope. Everything in this damn building's magnetized. I stick to it. You never actually played Portal? I mean, it's definitely worth a try.
Altair,
It's,
it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you
it's
could show them
definitely
what you
worth it,
know.
especially like, but both of them are go fairly cheap, and if you do like puzzle games, they're not too hard, but they are fun. Oh, punch him in the dick. Come on, dick shot, dick shot. Dick shot! Oh, dickhead.
Of a master. That, my students,
Easy.
is how we all should fight.
And now that the counter kill is unlocked, all combat in this game is now trivial. I'm gonna eat those
You
words
must be busy. I
fairly
understand.
quickly, I can tell. I'm gonna end up dying a ton. Get out of my way, people. I cannot believe how, I know they're not doing too much, but the amount of NPCs they actually had on the screen for, what was this, 06, 07? Like, it's truly impressive. And then you think AC2 basically doubles it. Brotherhood and Revelations are kind of the same. I'd say there's about the same on AC3, maybe less NPCs. Oh yeah, the short blade is really good. Like, as much as, like, you can shit talk modern Assassin's Creed, like, for just kind of, especially, like, all the RPG ones, for just kind of being bloated, the old ones really push the boundaries, which Ubisoft used to do quite a lot. I mean, Ubisoft used to make some of the best games out there. Like, before EA, before Bethesda really took off, I mean, they just had Morrowind, really. And then, before they took off, like, into the big mainstream of Skyrim and shit. But, yeah, Ubisoft really was the spearhead of gaming, especially in those original Xbox and early 360 days. I mean, it's pretty much once the Xbox One and the PS4 hit, that's when Ubisoft started to just kind of copy and paste, and it just
you
went...
should blend immediately. Even the slightest disturbance will attract his attention.
And do you know what the funny thing is? They're one of their best games is to blame. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is one of the best open world games at the time, but it is absolutely destroyed Ubisoft because they just started copying and pasting every single one of their games with that formula, and it was their downfall. Ubisoft, like EA, used to be superpowers within the industry. Exactly, yeah. And you know, they're shells of their former self because they innovated, but in the wrong way. They innovated towards monetization. They didn't innovate towards fun. Because I get it, production costs go up, you have to make more money. But I'm fed up of these... What did I do? I'm fed up of these overproduced games like Siege and shit like that, where it's just, I mean, over-monetized, not produced. Like, I love Siege. I played Siege from closed alpha to like year 5 or 6, non-stop. Ranked every season. I think it was like high plat, low diamond. I wasn't great. That was before they added Emerald rank, so I guess diamond was a bit more prestigious back then, but yeah. Far Cry 3 set a too high a standard for games. Yeah, and even then, if you look at Far Cry 3, overall, it's not the greatest game. It was very good. It really ruined its villains by just not having them enough. Vaas and even Hoyt, later on in the game, were very well-written villains. And who was the Australian guy? Buck? His name is Buck and he likes to fuck. That was his name. Even, like, they were all well-written, but, like, you didn't get enough of them. I think Buck was the one you got to deal with the most. And he's a fantastic villain. He's a horrific villain. Like, I think he's overlooked when you compare to, obviously, Vaas and... I mean, Hoyt's kind of overlooked as well, because he's kind of basic bitch, drug lord villain. But, yeah, so many characters are overlooked because Vaas was so good. And, like, that original E3 announcement trailer for Far Cry 3 is what sold it. I was already a fan of the Far Cry franchise. I was a big fan of Far Cry 1 and 2. So it's not like it was what made me want to buy the game, but like it did help. Oh yeah, THQ were amazing. THQ have made so many great games. I mean, so many to count, too many to count, but like I do remember they gave us Destroy All Humans. Destroy All Humans. Oh man, I'm so glad those got remade. I don't think they'll be remaking any more because the rest of the series was really dog shit. Like, just in overall production, writing. I think if they continue Destroy All Humans, it'll hopefully be a brand new title. Rust was so well made, it felt hollow, completed the game basically. Yeah. And you know what really... the best way to describe Far Cry 3... not describe, but like I think what's his name, Pyrocynical did the best analysis of Far Cry 3 back when he released that fucking 5 years ago or something. That I just love that video because it just does give credit where it's due to like everything else in the game, not just Voss. Old WWE. I never got into wrestling. I was not allowed to watch wrestling. I had a very weird like relationship with video games and media growing up. I was allowed to watch the most violent movies. I was allowed to watch Terminator, RoboCop, Alien, Jesus Christ, like Friday the 13th. But I wasn't allowed to play GTA. I wasn't allowed to watch WWE. I wasn't allowed to... Oh, there was so much stuff, and it was like, I get it, like, my parents have to you have to draw a line in the sand somewhere when you're telling your kid what they can and can't, you know, do. But, man, yeah. I meant the games, the show. I played, I think, a PS1 game of WWE at a friend's house. But I never played them either. I see a lot of them at my local used game store for like the 360. Maybe I'll pick one up and give it a look sometime.
Cause them to drop what they're carrying.
Once I've gone through this intense pile of games behind me. But yeah, no, I wasn't allowed to play Resident Evil either. I remember Resident Evil 4. There were so many different versions, and I was only allowed to play it once at a friend's house because it was the only game they had on the Wii, and the Wii version of goddamn Resident Evil 4 was weird, but it was my first like time playing it, and I think I only played up to the village, and then I think a few years later I ended up playing Resident Evil 5 at a friend's house, and we played it through co-op that entire day, the entire thing. You guys under 1189. My parents let me play almost anything with a condition as long as you can keep fact from fiction. Yeah, that was pretty much the same thing for me. I think it was just GTA was kind of... Because my dad's a gamer as well. My dad plays games. He doesn't play games like... You know what? Fuck you, you bucket-headed. Get stabbed. Oh god, he kicks. Yeah, bitch. Imagine guarding a gate and then some fucking guy just comes up and kills like all five of you. Yeah, bitch. Resident Evil 0 was on the Wii. I guess because it was a GameCube game, and the Wii did have a GameCube controller, didn't it? Oh god, the neck break. Yeah, I have Resident Evil 0. When I first got affiliate on Twitch, which was, Jesus Christ, like 2022? 2022. I did a charity stream where I played through every Resident Evil in order, and I tried, like chronological order. I tried to play Resident Evil 0. I could not get into that game. That game is difficult. Oh yeah, Hidden Blade you can counter kill. If I can hit it. Ooh. And oh my god, you may have killed me. I can't hit it! Oh, I hit it! Oh, one more. Yes! God, that was close. Oh, man. Cool. Yeah, no, I've played every Resident Evil now, but I will say Zero did not vibe with me. It's not a bad game. It's certainly not, but it's kind of like I would much rather play Resident Evil 1, like the GameCube remake. And I still haven't played the original PS1 versions, but they are all available on GOG now, so maybe next time GOG hits up a sale, I'll do that, because I've always wanted to play the originals.
Yell all you want.
Okay. Far Cry 3, Far Cry 5, The Time, Nacho, Vega, Gustavo, Fring, Breaking Bad, Oh, I haven't, don't hate me. I tried to watch Breaking Bad. I had every single episode on a hard drive that my friend gave me. Everything after season 1 was corrupted, so I never got to bloody watch it all. And I don't have any subscription service right now that like does it, and look, I don't promote crime. Crime is bad, but I'll have to find a way to watch it eventually because it's such a good show. I remember enjoying season 1 a lot. Oh, did I knock them away from the spot? Ugh. It's like Game of Thrones. I remember, oh god, Game of Thrones was so good up until the end. Okay, I'll come back. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. Just had to wait a little bit.
You hear about Elaine?
The archer who guards the eastern wing?
Poor bastard's brother caught an arrow in the throat. Doubt he'll last the night.
How can he
Breaking Bad
continue
starts
to
off
work
good, but
knowing
starts
what's to
falling off
come?
in my experience.
He visits his
Yeah,
brother often.
I think that's most
Though I cover
shows.
for him
I
all
don't
day.
think I've ever watched a
You
show
are
that
there
has
now?
remained
No.
super high.
I have family business of my own to attend to.
Then he'd
Like-
best hope the doctor doesn't learn of his desertion.
It's why some of my favorite shows
you
are
stay
actually like
silent.
miniseries.
Don't
Breaking
worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Chernobyl, I've been meaning to watch, but Band of Brothers is my favorite because it's history and it's also just such a fantastic show. The Pacific was good. It wasn't perfect, but Rami Malek was so good in that show. Yeah, a lot of miniseries are basically what I watch now because it's kind of quick to get through. I can't sit there and watch hundreds of episodes of crap. Like, I'll stick on, like, an episode of House from time to time because as background noise, but it's certainly not a show I'm desperate to watch every single episode of. Hey, buddy.
This place is restricted. Be gone.
Huh? Don't worry, I'm going. Your friend's fallen ill, though. Band of Brothers is actually godlike. Yeah, it's so good, and, like... it's just so well made. Like, I know there are a few inconsistencies with reality, especially with how they portrayed Sobel. I know that like they came out being very vocal about how he wasn't as bad as the show portrayed him as, but overall, it's such a great show that I'm pretty sure got most people, especially my age, into World War II history. Either that, Saving Private Ryan, Great Escape was another one I really loved growing up.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my son
Dexter
were
is
half
one
as
I've been
brave
meaning to
as you.
watch. John Bond has an
I'll see
entire
to it
box
that they
set,
hear
so I've
this
been meaning to
tale
watch that.
And know what it is to be a true hero.
I'm hoping the final season of The Boys does well. I'm not saying the last season wasn't terrible, but it certainly was weaker, especially after season 3's like really strong point. Was it season 3 or was it season 4? What season are we on? Whatever the last season was. Oh yeah, 100%. Like that's the thing. I just think, yeah. If you know the full story of that man's life, it's incredibly sad. Like obviously the show tried to represent as best from the recounts of people. Yeah, but I think too many people think Sobel is a bad person when he wasn't a bad person. He was actually renowned as one of the best instructors that they had, and he had, yeah, man. If you know about how that man's life ended up and how he ended up passing away, it's very sad. Recently watched the limited series Territory. I might have to put that on the list. I've not heard of that one. Last season of The Boys was weak until the last 2 episodes. Yeah, that was kind of the same with Invincible last season. No spoilers in case people have, you know, not seen it, but like the last season of Invincible it wasn't terrible story-wise, but yeah, that animation quality definitely could have used a bit of work. A knife. A knife! Which is kind of the thing, like, not all shows are going to be perfect. I think it is crazy to assume that everything is going to be perfect. I did not know you were there. And now you're not. Even in the show you realise in hindsight it's because Sobel that, yeah.
It's good you came along when
oh
you
yeah.
did.
It's so true, and like he's portrayed so well as well. I forget the actor's name, the guy from Friends. He portrays him so well. Like everyone in that show was such a great actor. Sorry guys. I'll walk away and then pickpocket you later.
I need this dealt with now. The ropes are eaten through with rot and must be replaced. If we wait any longer, we risk an accident.
I understand, but what of the houses I'm supposed to repair?
Never mind the citizens. What do they do anyway but cry and complain? It's the knights who sacrifice that the rest of us might live in peace.
But they've nowhere to go.
Dude, look at the fucking neck on this person to the right. Holy shit, that was like 100% neck.
First sensible words out of your mouth.
David Schwimmer, that was it,
You've got the
yeah.
plans now. Get to work.
I mean, if you look at like everything that's ever been like made movie-wise and TV show, almost every like
You'll not steal from me.
bullshit. Almost every like person who's done a show like that has been in some kind of like history or biopic or something. Yeah, just God, I don't know if it's coming through for you guys, but the audio compression on some of their goddamn voices, fucking it's like a DS level. Like I get it. This game, I don't know what the budget was for the. I gotta look it up, haven't I? Assassin's Creed 1 budget. 125 million. Oh, that was the film. Marketing budget of 10 million for the original game. Development. It cost 15 million to 20 million to develop and 10 million in marketing. That is not a lot for how much it like sparked in development. Holy crap. Oh yeah, you can't take the cards seriously. Oh yeah. It's kind of the thing of like, you know, it's where you save in video games. It's all you always use like generic voice actors for like. If you look through so many games, you can identify specific voice actors that are just known for doing NPCs and shit. I know, I forget his name, but he used to basically he used to voice like every stormtrooper in like LucasArts games before Disney took over. He just was like the stormtrooper voice actor. He's done a few things. Take that sum, multiply it by 7 to 10 because of currency difference. Oh yeah, 100% currency difference.
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that!
Can I not do aerial assassination, Jen? I guess I'm just dropping in. Ah, right in his cheeks. Alright. I guess I'm swinging. Where'd you come from? Ah. Bloody citizens are scaring the crap out of me, being in the corner of my vision. Oh, kick him in the dick. I do love like back when this series was trying to be more time period accurate. They did stuff like, you see in the opening cutscene that Altair has the crossbow, but it didn't exist in this time period, so they removed it. And people still hold that against Ubisoft to this day for how Assassin's Creed is now. I find that hilarious. Hey, what? This guy's just bloody spawned in. Oh god, I hit him into the back rooms. I'm stabbing my goddamn allies more than I'm stabbing the enemy. Guess I should just probably run, eh? Nah. Let's get out of here. Get out of here, my way! Yeah. The opening of the game is basically your first assassination in AC2. Yeah, kind of is, actually. I still think the trailer they did for Revelations was nuts. The music and everything for that one. That's a legendary trailer. Same with the... Is there no more things to like? Is there no more objectives? Okay. What I was meant to like have more to do. Like people to find.
Ah, Altair. A little bird told me you'd be paying a visit.
Al-Muallim has ordered the execution of Garnier de Naplouse.
The Grand Master of the Knights Hospitalier?
Indeed.
I mean, they knew it was going to be Ezio's last one.
Share your knowledge with me then.
There are more. Okay, they just not. Do I have to go near them?
Of here. Rumors speak of atrocities committed within its walls. It seems the good doctor enjoys experimenting on innocent citizens. Most of them kidnapped and brought here from Jerusalem.
Clever. By stealing his subjects from another city, he avoids arousing too much suspicion here. But back to the matter at hand. What is your plan?
Oh, thank you for subscribing.
Inside the hospital.
I really appreciate that.
To inspect his patients. It's when he makes his rounds.
I've not had Stream Elements tell me someone subbed in a long time, so even though people sub quite frequently, so I guess Stream Elements is fixed. You sort of have to find them. Wait, a Ubisoft game that doesn't tell me where everything is. Grab my feather.
Remove this stain from Akka, Altair. Perhaps it will help cleanse your realm. Rest here until you're ready to begin your mission.
Fast forwarding memory to
Do you know what Assassin's Creed I am looking forward to playing? And it's just because, I know it's one of the better RPG ones. Is Origins. I've not played Origins except for I think 10 minutes I played. So I'm actually really keen to see like the proper game because I love Egypt. I mean, everyone goes through that Egypt phase. Yeah, Stream Elements is not as good for YouTube. It's not, unfortunately. Oh, leave that person alone. Leave Brittany alone. I'm a dead man. My brother in Christ, the camera's trying to kill me. Oh my god, what just happened to him? He got folded. Got folded like origami. Ah, I'm getting folded. Oh. Are you scared? You should have been. What the? Sniper Elite in chronological order is easy. It's 3, 4, 5, V2. Yeah. Sniper Elite is one of my favorite franchises. I loved V2 when that came out. Oh, it was so groundbreaking at the time. Yeah, Origins definitely was a big retcon. Oh, here's a collectible. Hospitalia flag. Yeah, it definitely... I do know lore tidbits because I've watched like Assassin's Creed lore summaries and I'm like, oh, this is cool, like when it's summarized, but yeah, I did not vibe with Odyssey's story at all. Like that one was just, it was just too long. They took a game about Sparta versus Athens, like the Peloponnesian War, huge bit of, you know, Greek history, really awesome history, and they made it so fucking boring. It was just, take over this town for the Spartans, take over this town for the Athenians, take over this town for the Spartans, take over the same town for the Athenians. It's just like, for fuck's sake.
I'll have your hands for that.
Anyone help me?
You dare steal in my prison? Now!
And it's, yeah, I know they had to make gameplay, and because Origins was so popular, that's why they went so big for Odyssey.
You'll pay dearly.
I haven't played Sniper Elite Resistance yet. Is that one any good? Oh yeah. I just didn't like that your stealth weapon was like a broken spear tip as well. Like you'd stealth kill someone by jamming an entire spear through them and then pulling it out the other side. It wasn't...
I have nothing to offer in return for your sacrifice.
Like,
but I shall see to it that my brothers know you are a friend.
When you try to make everything badass, it becomes like not. It becomes very meh. And you look at it and you go, okay. Like, cool, you get an ability to Sparta kick, and then you get that really early on, and it wears off really quickly because, you know, everyone made the "this is Sparta" joke. I'll probably make it when I get round to playing the game. But, like, you know, you can only go so far with basically referencing all pop culture about Greece. I do remember, like, people... I do remember there was an infamous clip of a guy finding the Cave of Kratos in Odyssey, and they were like, "Whoa, I can't believe they ripped off God of War." It's like, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information about God of War. Assassin's Creed... Sorry, I'm just gonna need to... The fuck did you say? I apologize. I do not know if that's a real word. I have no clue what it is. Is that fricassee? That's the only thing I think it could be, and I don't know really what that word means. I cannot find a single other objective. Oh.
No, you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need some money.
Why does she sound exceptionally I need some money. Hey, love, can I get some money? Oi, love. This isn't Assassin's Creed Syndicate yet, love. I haven't played Syndicate ever. I've not played Unity or Syndicate.
Oh, I beg of you. No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please. Please, sir, have any money? I beg of you, sir. I beg of you. Just a few coins, please.
Oh.
This is not good.
You know when you just forget that the voice acting's all over the place. Hey, buddy. Is that a nice wall?
I will make you bleed.
Oh, shit. Okay. I caught someone on a bad day. Okay. Most of my my cooking methods I know is put it in the air fryer and push the chicken setting. That's my cooking at the moment mostly. I was like, I want to stop microwaving. Air fry it. The only thing I refuse to air fry is a steak because, man, I can pan fry a good steak. Man, now I want steak. I'm gonna have to get steak next time I go shopping.
Have your hands for that.
Let me go, please.
Oh.
Please help me. Anyone.
Your life ends now.
There's a lot of you. Oh shit! What the fuck?
Get away from me.
Ah, it's a French cooking method. That makes sense because I know nothing about the French. As a British person, I know nothing about the French. Man, those NPCs really love to run through the fights, eh? Hey, I'm fighting here. Oh. You're welcome, ma'am.
I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Who could have done something?
I cannot find another objective. Like, it's not these, are they? No. That's the assassination. Investigation. Cannot access memory at this time. All a Brit needs to know about the French is how to dislike them. True. Okay, I guess... Maybe activating the Assassin's Guild did lock off all the investigations, which would be stupid, unless there's, like, something I need to unlock first? I don't know.
I'll cut you.
Cut this. Oh, shit.
I'll hunt you down.
Hey! Ah, son of a...
You can't run forever.
Nah, it says cannot access at this time, and it happened when I did the last assassination as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a skill, but like then you have to come back and do thing, which would make sense. They do want to get that replay value. Just kick flipped that man. Oh yeah, I forgot there's crazy people. Hey, priesties. So. There, let's go. Easy. They call me the sneaky breaky.
Help me! Help me! Please! You must help me!
Oh. Damn, dude. You're gonna give him a concussion. This guy looks sanitary.
Enough, my child. I asked you to retrieve the patient, not to kill him. There. Everything will be all right.
No!
Give me your hand.
Don't touch me! Not again!
Cast out this fear, else I cannot help you.
Help me? Like you helped the others? You took their souls! I saw!
Were you Shang's
But
son?
not mine! No! You'll not have mine!
Oh!
Take hold of yourself. Do you think
That's exactly what my therapist does to me.
you think I want to hurt you? But you leave me no choice.
Every kind word matched by the back of his hand! All lies and deception! He won't be content until all bow before him!
You should not have done that. Return him to his quarters. I'll be along once I've tended to the
You
others.
can't keep me here! I'll escape again!
No, you won't. Break his legs, both of them.
Oh my. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
we get highly compressed goddamn
Have you people nothing better to
like
do?
voice acting, but then the HD crunch of some goddamn knees. In all honesty, I wish someone would adjust my knees like that. My knees hurt. Whew. Son of a...
They say you can walk now.
Yes. Been so long. Almost forgot how.
There he is.
Wonderful.
I don't understand. Why did you help me?
Because no one else would.
You something to say?
Let me in! Oh my god, I think. Oh, this is why. This is why you gotta clear out them asylums, man. They bloody expose you. That was very loud.
You can use stealth kills to create a distraction.
I can't believe I got bashed out of goddamn cover by that goddamn mental patient. All the rest of them are so calm, and then that guy goofy goobered me. Great assassination technique. Listen. See? What if I got an idea. in my... Use this guy. There we go, look at that. Yep. Oh! Where'd he go? There he is. What? Who looks up? Who looks up? You die anyway. Why you look up?
I'll rest now, yes. The endless dream calls to me. But before I close my eyes, I must know what will become of my children.
You mean the people made to suffer your cruel experiments? They'll be free now to return to their homes.
Homes? What homes? The sewers? The brothels? The prisons that we dragged them from?
You took these people against their will.
Yes. What little will there was for them to have.
Hey Agua, how you going?
Are you really so naive? Do you appease a crying child simply because he wails? But I want to play with fire, Father. What would you say? As you wish. Ah. But then you'd answer for his burns.
These are not children, but men and women full grown.
In body, perhaps, but not in mind. Which is the very damage I sought to repair. I admit, without the piece of Eden, which you stole from us, my progress was slowed. But there are herbs, mixtures, and extracts. My guards are proof of this. They were madmen before I found and freed them from the prisons of their own minds.
I'm getting whole episodes of Wile E. Coyote as an Stacy assassin in my head.
You truly believe you were helping them?
It's not what I believe. It's what I know.
See, that's the thing I do like about the early Assassin's Creed games, is it does blur the morality between, you know, the Templars and the Assassins on, like, stuff. And then it eventually did become kind of cartoon villain crap later on. The roof here. God, the chase music is so good in this. You can't get away from me. Well, fucking clearly I can. Because I'm an assassin. I am excited to try Assassin's Creed Rogue, because I do know that one is when you play as the Templar. I think his name's Shay. Son of a Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. Yo. Are you okay? Oh my god. Bro. Oh my god.
What news, Altair?
Well, you got a goddamn gymnast with 2 broken legs in there.
Then you should return to Masyaf with news of your victory.
There is something else.
Speak it then, or would you have me read your mind?
What do you think he wanted from these people? That he would keep them and experiment on them as he did?
Yours is not to ask, but act, Altair. It doesn't matter what he did or why. Only that he's dead.
He was a spider in disguise.
He was helping these people.
Ugh.
Is that what you saw?
No. What I saw was not a place of healing, but of pain.
Then why are we having this conversation?
I don't know. Forget I spoke of it.
I already have.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Yeah, we'll just fast forward.
Use vigilantes you have freed to block your pursuers and break their line of sight.
Yeah, I am hoping that one day that we do get a remaster of this.
Have you news for me,
I think it would be
Altair?
awesome.
Garnier de Naplouse is dead.
Excellent. We could not have hoped for a more agreeable outcome.
And yet...
What is it?
The doctor insisted his work was noble. And looking back, those who were supposedly his captives seemed grateful to the man. Not all of them, but enough to make me wonder. How did he manage to turn enemy into friend?
Leaders will always find ways to make others obey them. And that is what makes them leaders. When words fail, they turn to coin. When that won't do, they resort to baser things. Bribes, threats, and other types of trickery.
Isn't coin a bribe?
Herbs from distant lands that can cause a man to take leave of his senses. So great are the pleasures it brings, men may even become enslaved by it.
You think these men were drugged then? Poisoned?
Yes, if it truly was as you describe it.
Herbs. This seems a strange method of control.
Our enemies have accused me of the same.
The promise of paradise.
They think it is a garden, overflowing with women and pleasure. That I drug you as Garnier did his men, and tempt you with his rewards.
They do not know the truth.
Kanye drugged his men? What? Is that what he said, Kanye?
That all we seek is peace. Then they would not fear us, and we would have no hold over them. Go. It is time you continued with your work. Another rank is restored to you, as is a piece of your equipment. We'll speak again when the next has fallen.
Just put that into an AI script writer, it's hilarious. Some of those script writers come up with the wackiest shit. Still annoys me that they have the entire game remastered but not released. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we look at everything that is, like, if we had knowledge of everything that's ever been started, produced, developed, and then cancelled, I can imagine there have been so many projects that would have sold really well but were cancelled because some executive were like, nah, we can't market this. Because someone always comes out a few years later and goes, yeah, we had that basically in the pipeline, or it was almost done and then it got scrapped. Like, it's happened so many times and it's just criminal. Like, I'm glad that the people that work on it still get paid, but when the product doesn't release and it stays hidden and privatized, basically, that kind of prevents that person from having a resume, as per se. Because if you work on a game and it releases, you can say you worked on that game, and like someone has a good like level of knowing how your team can work because, you know, they can see the quality of the product. But if you've only worked on internal stuff, and this isn't just with gaming, this is with like any kind of project thing, obviously it's limited to what you can say and what your references can confirm. So all these unreleased projects, it can be bad overall for the people that work on them. Because say if you worked on 3 games and only one got released, the game that released was a stinker, and then the 2 that were like meant to be released were like something you actually cared about, something that was probably going to do well but not well enough for some executive. Like, that can really probably damage someone's career in like any kind of project. That's just my take on it. I don't know exactly the take on it. I mean, Jesus Christ, if we actually look at how some executives get hired. What's that EA executive that keeps getting hired at different companies even though he's a fucking pile of shit? And there's the other one, what's his name? Bobby Kotick? You're breaking the law by not only taking the white horse. I'm sorry, I forgot. I completely forgot. Can you move? Yeah. He's not... Imagine if the game just like desyncs you if you take the wrong horse. Dude, they really don't like me out here. Horse ownership is illegal. Yeah, I think the funny oh god. I wasn't going to talk about it at the moment, but like it's still kind of a prevalent topic, and it's to do with what we're playing. But like, and we mentioned it last stream with Assassin's Creed Shadows. But one guy I watch on TikTok occasionally, his name's PS2 Fatboy. He's an older gentleman that loves playing games, and he just loves games. And he was playing some first-person shooter. And people were so coded at hating Shadows, because he did a sponsored stream for Shadows, I believe, that people were coming into this stream of him playing an FPS game and like ranting all of the, you know, copy-pasted, oh, inaccurate game, Black Samurai, blah blah blah, in his chat while he's playing, I don't even know what it was, it was some like military sim or something. And it was just hilarious, because he's just like, what the fuck are you on about? I wouldn't be surprised if it was bots that people make to go into chats that have like AC Shadows. Because I changed the game for this to AC Shadows just to see how, if it would perform better on the numbers, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, it's funny the lengths people go to when they hate a game. For no reason, especially. For no good reason. Might as well. There's a tower here? Is it the cliff? Can I... Oh, that beeping noise is so annoying. I'm glad they got rid of that. Oh. Guess it's gonna keep beeping. Off the cliff. Off the cliff. Not me! Jesus Christ, there's a lot of you. Off the cliff. Off the cliff. And you too. How's gravity treating you? Have a nice trip. Yeah, yeet. And goodbye. I could live through that. Bunch of pussies.
An assassin! Kill him! You're done for! Just give up! Assassin!
Assassin! Stop him. But yeah, I'm getting real sick of random game hate, and it seems like most people are too, because people just don't care anymore, like, about all this game hate. Like, if you guys want a really funny read, go look at that woke gaming list that people always rant about, like, being amazing for avoiding woke games. It has some of the stupidest takes in that, like, spreadsheet, and it's just wrong half the time. They're like, oh, this doesn't have any LGBT stuff, when it blatantly does, and stuff like that. And it's so funny just watching people cite this crappy document as an objective fact of war against wokeness. It's so stupid, man. Like, Jesus Christ, just enjoy shit. I saw another terrible take. It was yeah, it is. It's just people like just complaining with no fucking reason besides stupid, like, their own stupid hatreds. And like, oh, my favorite one is, I saw an argument years ago, I think it was Terminator Dark Fate, which is the one that has like it has Arnold come back and all that, but it had some I forget the actress's name, but she plays like the resistance member that goes back to like save Sarah Connor, blah blah blah, or whatever the new girl's name was. And I saw people going, "Oh, it was woke," blah 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 blah, and like I'm just like, why? Because it had a female protagonist. It's gonna really blow your mind when you find out who the main protagonist of the first Terminator was. Yeah, it's just like, oh, it's just so stupid. I like I said, I just don't get why people can't just enjoy stuff.
You can use stealth kills to create.
Well, I do get it. It's because
by
people
killing
just
an
like to
enemy,
argue.
pushing somebody off a roof, or performing a stealth assassination.
Get myself a bottle of water. A bottle of water. I'll put it in the freezer so it's extra crispy. Ooh, frames are very choppy here. Maybe it's because of the fucking hundreds of NPCs. The game just recommended you throw a target off a roof. Well, I think I might try that. Ooh. I really need to get a haircut. My hair is just getting all terrible in this heat. Okay, is this is Jerusalem, isn't it? Jerusalem, yeah. Approximate population 25,081. Let's reduce that a bit. Howdy, bitches! Infidel! Oh no, you have the duplicator bug active right now. Duplicator? Oh, I punched him in the dick! Kill an enemy, it splits into two. Wait, did that happen? I didn't even see that happen. No, you don't get away. I'll clip that and watch it back later. I didn't see that. Did it change? It would be really cool if it changed the population when you kill a bunch of people. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't ride in cities. Dismount! Dismount! What are you doing?
Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future.
Where your
Someone else.
Where your chin at?
And you will be rewarded. These are troubled times in which we live.
For the crime of no chin.
Scarce, money tight.
Oh, is that why?
There
Oh.
are opportunities for those with the courage to seize them.
Is this the... Oh, it's an
Who knows what the
intimidation.
future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard and you will be rewarded. Talal provides.
Hello? What was that DS level voice acting? Sounds like the scientist from Half-Life. Give him a gentle push. Bitch! Whoa, what the fuck? Where'd this guy come from? It's the Revenge of No-Chin. Oh my god, where did you come from?
I have nothing to say to you.
Speak to me or speak to God. It's your choice.
You won't stop the work he does. Cannot stop it.
Stop what? What work?
He prepares them for the journey.
Journey where?
They are held in his
He's
warehouse.
waiting to start a
And
fight.
when the time comes, they are sent to Akka.
Where's this warehouse? And why Akka?
Talal tells me what I need to know. Nothing more. It is safer that way.
For him, perhaps. Though not, I fear, for you.
Seems unnecessary. Especially right in front of the guard. Ah, who could have done that? Oh, man. One thing I will say I'm glad with the Assassin's Creed games after this is they're going to be on the PS5, so they're a bit easier to get going. It's a shame the frame rate's, like I said last stream, not fucking great for the Ezio collection, but yeah. It's probably something to do with like the tick rate, because most old games don't like it when you jack up the frame rate. It was No-Chin. Oh.
Please, can't you spare?
Yeah, spare this bitch. Oh, God. Split her in two on the goddamn thing. Is that a flag? Ugh. Anyone that completed this game, like, you're crazy.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! Reston Hakir! To begin!
I didn't have too many bugs when I last played AC2 on the Ezio collection, but would be funny if it happened this time. One thing Ubisoft does also need to do with remastering, give us the Splinter Cell games, man. Splinter Cell 1, Pandora, Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory. Put them in a trilogy. I don't even give a shit if it's just upscaled. I know I'm crazy, but thanks anyway. Can I like? Oh, maybe I should try and see if I can download the like unpatched version of Assassin's Creed Unity.
What is it? Infidel, you will die here.
I think they might have, and I think there was also issues with the voice actor for Sam Fisher. What's his name? Michael Ironside? I think he was like really, really severely unwell when they made Blacklist. And then they got him back for like that cameo in The Division. Not The Division, Wildlands. And then I think he might have been in Breakpoint. I don't know, I didn't play Breakpoint. Because I don't know if Ubisoft still fully owns the rights to the Tom Clancy everything. Like, everything Tom Clancy. Because Tom Clancy wrote a ton of books, but Ubisoft only used them as inspiration, mostly. Like, the original Rainbow Six was, games were based on the books, but then, like, stuff like Hawks was very much its own thing. Yeah, I don't know. I also just don't think we'll ever get anything as good as the original Splinter Cells, because I just think they'll do something stupid like modernize it. It was more just a collaboration, I guess, back in the day. I just miss shit like the old Ghost Recons and all that. Like, what they did with Wildlands and Breakpoint was fucking horrible. They were fun games, but man, was it not Ghost Recon. Especially Breakpoint, man. That shit was fucking ass. They were chasing, like, Destiny vibes or some shit. And then they tried to fix it by... Well, that eagle was just clipping through there. They tried to fix it by just, like, going, hey, we'll add back, like, non-health bar enemies and shit like that. It's like, too little too late, man. That's not a pickpocket target, it's those two. Don't mind me.
Please, you must help me. I'll pay you anything you ask, anything.
It's not so simple, my friend.
But it is. I know all his tricks. He's a coward, not a fighter. He'll run at the first sign of trouble. Take this map. It'll show you where he likes to hide.
You don't understand.
Oh, I understand. You are afraid. You call yourself a warrior, but a single slave trader fills you with fear.
Fear? Nothing of the sort.
Then what?
It would be bad business on my part, seeing as I already work for him.
You?
So, now you understand? Go. Leave now and I'll forget we had this conversation.
Easy. So... something else over here. Yeah, that was my problem, is I was going to the bureau before doing all of the maps, so it was just me being an idiot.
Is the great Altair before me? What an honor. You must be here for a very important mission. Maybe I could help you. I have been eavesdropping, and I have learned much. However, I have erred. I had some Masyaf flags to deliver to the bureau leader, but I lost them when attacked by thugs. Could you find them for me? I must be back to my mentor before he returns from the market, so you must be fast as the wind.
Oh, Jesus.
Why would he do that?
Yep, he just dropped these perfectly upright flags everywhere. What a clumsy man, am I right? God, This could have been worse. We could be doing a tailing mission, am I right, guys? Surely they won't add those kind of missions into Assassin's Creed. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so bad. Keep falling everywhere. Where am I going? Okay, boop. At least all on the path. Yeah, oh my god. What would have been nice is if they were actually the flags that were the collectibles, so they gave you like a ton of the collectible flags. That would be nice.
That is great. I knew
Tailing someone too fast for walking but too slow for running. Yep, the worst thing ever.
The Dome of the Rock. They were talking about the man named Talal. They said he has many loyal followers, all of whom will readily give their lives for the man.
Also, I do want to say, I was really happy getting this copy because it was sealed.
That is
This
all
was
I
a
know.
sealed
I
copy.
hope my small contribution will help.
I got a brand new sealed copy for $1. So good. They were actually the flags in the debug version. Ah. The more you know. There's a flag. Alrighty. Hey, but climb, you bugger. God damn. What was that?
Turn back now. Who saw what happened here?
Yeah, I mean, it's never really sure why things get changed in like development. Like, I guess with such a big team, things like that can happen where, you know, people just end up doing separate things and it just clashes and they have to decide which version to keep in. Damascus is the most beautiful of the cities. Yeah. I definitely say that was it Akka? That shit was like, that shit's gloomy as fuck. I loved Rome in Brotherhood. Rome in Brotherhood was so good.
We can't find him anywhere. May God curse him.
I am super keen for AC4 as well when we get round to that. Do you know what sucks though? It is damn near impossible to get the Platinum Trophy anymore for any of the Assassin's Creed that have multiplayer. Like, I could probably find a Discord or like something for like groups, because it was the same thing with Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. They have 2 online achievements for Doom, which is like win a match and play online. Get to level 5 in multiplayer, I mean. Which isn't much, but it's, yeah, it's a lot.
Ignorance, violence, madness. We must resist. We must.
Excuse me, fellas. Like, I would love to complete so many games, but like, developers used to insist on putting in online achievements. I still remember the most ludicrous one ever was for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, where you had to be #1 ranked in the world on the leaderboards. They reset every week or month, but it was still insane. I agree. Well, if it's a primarily single-player game, it shouldn't have online achievements. If it's, you know, if it's got a co-op component where you can play with a few friends, I don't mind having co-op achievements that aren't tied to a server. Like, I remember doing Far Cry 3 back in the day because there were co-op achievements for that. But then you have shit like, Doom, like I said. Like, who bought Doom 2016 for the crappy Quake ripoff multiplayer? Like, I know they put effort into it, and it was a decent mode, but man, tacked on multiplayer has ruined so many games. Assassin's Creed was so dumb for having... It was a cool mode, don't get me wrong. Okay, Assassin's Creed multiplayer was cool. I liked it. Shouldn't have had
We live in
achievements.
harsh times, do we not? I am in an ocean of trouble. I had a mission to investigate some strange disappearances in the Rich District, and Talal's men saw my face. My status is compromised. Would you be kind enough to eliminate them for me in exchange for the information you seek?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and that was back when like I think they didn't understand how big achievement hunting was gonna get, which I think is fair. Like people didn't understand how big it was gonna get because the PS3 didn't even launch with achievements, and yeah. I'm trying to think of some other ludicrous online achievements.
Altair, you're rid of
I got some games here. Let me have a look to see if there was any I can remember.
Here's what I learned about Talal. He's a powerful slaver who occupies an area north of town, near the Barbican. He pays a tribute to the city guards so he can operate in the shadows. But from what you showed me today, I'm sure he will share the same fate as the others. Thank you again, Altair.
Like, if you're gonna shut down the servers as well, make the just give people the achievements. Just give people the achievements. Because there was a game, I can't remember what game, it was Mass Effect. Mass Effect 3 had the best way of countering online-only achievements. You could get the achievement in online, or you could get it from the single player. And it was two different ways to unlock it. It was like, beat a ton of multiplayer maps on the hardest difficulty, or beat the game on the hardest difficulty. And that was fair. Because, you know, you weren't locked out of ever completing the game. You had different ways of getting achievements. Yeah, and then there's other ones, like, I wanted to go and complete, what was it, Mercenaries 2? Which is one of my favorite, like, open world games. Both the Mercenaries games, actually. But it has co-op achievements that you can't get anymore because the servers shut down. 2-player co-op and the servers. You need servers to run a 2-player co-op. And this was back on the 360 when, you know, people didn't fucking need servers for that shit.
A few coins.
Coin this. And it always makes me laugh because there's all those people that are always like, oh, gaming was better back in so-and-so day, blah, blah, blah. Gaming has always had issues. People acting like, oh, they're like, oh, battle passes these days, blah, blah, blah. Does anyone else remember when you used to have to pay if you bought a pre-owned game to, like, play the multiplayer? I think I have one here that has one of those codes. Yeah. The Battlefield 3 online pass, where you had to use the online passcode or you literally couldn't play the multiplayer. And it was to combat pre-owned games, like trading in your games. Because like developers were like, oh, we don't make any money off of pre-owned sales. It's like, yeah, because you made it off of the initial sale. Like, crazy. And there were games that like didn't, it was especially EA. They did it egregiously. Mass Effect 2 had no multiplayer whatsoever, no online component, so they tacked one on to have a pass to counter pre-owns, where you wouldn't get one of the companions in the game and his entire quest line if you bought the game pre-owned, which is insane. And I don't think, like, people ever take stuff like that into account when they're like, oh, gaming on the 360 and PS3 was so good. It's like, wasn't perfect though. Like, wasn't perfect. It was mostly EA that did the online pass stuff though. They did it for Medal of Honor. They did it for Battlefield 3. I think they got rid of it by 4. Yeah, just not good. Just not great. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely better, but far from perfect. Like, we have regressed. I would much rather, like, if I had the choice, I'd much rather have online passes than every game just tacking on a battle pass in a store. Because it's like, purchasing cosmetics is probably the biggest problem these days. And it is awful. Like, one of the criticisms that people don't bring up about Shadows because they're too busy complaining about other shit is it has a cosmetic store for a single player game. That's stupid. Like, and like, I get it. People will spend their money on whatever they want. And this is from my personal experience. I know it's not going to be everyone. Anyone around that kind of age of, I'd say 12 to 16-ish at the moment, they don't, a lot of them that I've spoken to don't see a problem with this kind of monetization. Oh yeah, battle passes are fine if you can get your money back. Like, they do you get the credits and you can keep rolling it over. I remember Diablo 4 got in big, like, trouble because they didn't do that at launch.
Hey, you look familiar.
Like, at launch, you only got, like, 40% of your currency back. Which, not the best. So wait in.
Watch it.
I'm gonna have to, like, bait him over here. Yeet. I was meant to hit one of the guards, but... Like, the Dead by Daylight Battle Pass is normally pretty good, content-wise. Like, it has some recolors and stuff like that. Even the Fortnite Battle Passes are good, like, because you could... like, I know people hate Fortnite, but I think people forget just how good of a value they get if you are considering it as a Battle Pass. It is one of the best. Because you can do it in any mode. You can do it, whatever. The only problem is that they expire. I think expiring Battle Passes is shit. They should all be done like Halo. Halo Infinite did perfect Battle Passes. But, yeah, you get 100% of your Oryx back.
He's a coward. If it wasn't for the money,
I wouldn't, yeah, I feel like maybe giving you 100 extra, maybe, wouldn't be too bad.
How can you say
like,
that?
just a little bit more.
See what happened?
I saw well enough. Our caravan was attacked, and the first thing he did was flee.
No, he didn't run.
What are you talking about?
Do you forget what became of the men who attacked us?
Felled by our archers, thanks be to God.
Not our archers, him, alone.
So you're saying he saved us?
Yes, he headed for higher ground. Used his bow to kill them.
I'm gonna go get a toothpick, guys. I got something from my lunch stuck in my teeth. 1 second. I don't know why. Bloody ridiculous. I pay with Oryx that I will most likely just reinvest in stuff. Yeah. Like, I've only ever, I think the last cosmetic I individually bought in DBD was the Samurai Eddie skin for Oni. Because Iron Maiden is my favorite band. No, I'm not wearing an Iron Maiden shirt right now. I'm wearing my my Metal Gear shirt that I got my last convention I went to. I saw it. I saw the Metallica font and Metal Gear, and I was just like, I need that. Which, before Delta comes out, I will be playing through the Metal Gear games. I do have that plan because I love Metal Gear so much. Oh my god, it's such a great series. When Warzone released, you got 10% more than what you pay, which meant you could save, and that was a system intended to buy levels and you miss out. Yeah, like it was good and now they do that fucking black sell system or whatever it is, where you buy a higher edition of the game by like $40 or $50, and they give you these crappy fucking poo encrusted golden skins that are just ugly and awful. And you can't get those skins unless you buy this $50 edition to like Black Ops 6 or whatever the latest one is. And it's just awful. Like, I've completed one COD Battle Pass, which was the I think it was the one that came with Modern Warfare 2 at launch, because I think I bought that one because I was really enjoying it. Which I know Modern Warfare 2, oh god, people hated that one. But it was just, yeah. I hate COD's monetization. Not because of the over monetization of crap, but because there are so many people that are so nonchalant about how much they spend on a skin. Like, Call of Duty knows all they have to do is release a absolute pitch black skin, like they had in Modern Warfare 2019 for Warzone when it came out. Was it Rose? I think her name was. And people will buy that because it gives them an advantage. And they can price it $30 fucking, and people that only play Warzone will pay that out the gate. Minimal effort, instant profit. And now they're bringing back the first Warzone map. I don't know, I never liked Warzone. I don't like Battle Royales. I don't think they're terrible. I'm not going to shit talk people that like them. There's nothing wrong with enjoying Battle Royales. I just personally don't enjoy Battle Royale. Fortnite is probably the only one I do enjoy, and that's because I'm just fucking great at it.
If the guard
when
won't
I
take action, it
just
falls
pitch
to
black
us
with
to
an
do
optional
something.
sticker. Yeah.
You propose is madness.
But necessary. How many more will we allow to go missing before the people
And
take
like
a stand?
cosmetics are
It does
great,
not
don't get
affect
me
us.
wrong, but like
Not
the
yet.
game should
But
have
if
good
we continue to
earnable
do nothing,
cosmetics
it will.
before
What
you
do you
have
propose?
purchasable
I've watched
ones.
the man. Learn everything there is to know about his operation. It's all here on a map I've made.
Like, imagine if
Inspect his
COD
stock
removed like all
every
the
day at the
mastery
same time.
camos for getting like
This
every
is when
weapon
I'll
gold
strike.
or whatever,
So
and
you
just
have a piece of
remove
paper.
that and
It
only
won't
had
save
paid
you when you're
skins.
discovered.
No
Won't
camos
shield
to
you
unlock.
from their swords and
People
arrows.
wouldn't
If all goes
complain,
well, it won't come to
but
that.
they wouldn't complain that much, and
Anyway,
they'd just play it.
It's a risk I'll have to take. Wish me luck, my friend.
Indeed. You
Like,
need
yeah,
it.
just. Oh yeah, I feel Warzone. The thing I didn't like about Warzone is it's the sweatiest. Well, before Apex, it was the sweatiest one out there. Apex is worse, and the monetization of Apex is way worse. I need this fucking no-neck dude. Oh, get him away. Yeah, Apex Legends is terrible for monetization. Like, I think on average, you've got to spend close to 240 Australian just to get like the latest like crossover skin or knife or whatever, and that's just crazy to me, man. Like, it's just crazy to me because it's Apex was good, but my other hatred of Apex is purely because of what it took from us, which was any potential of another Titanfall game. Because Apex was so successful, it's killed the potential of any Titanfall game, and if we do get another Titanfall game, it's going to be all cartoony, like Apex is. We're not going to have that gritty seriousness of Titanfall 1 and 2.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Your presence here deprives me of both. What do you want?
Al-Muallim has asked.
Ask that you perform some menial task in an effort to redeem yourself. So be out with it.
Very well. Here's what I know. He traffics in human lives, kidnapping Jerusalem citizens and selling them into slavery. His base is a warehouse located inside the Barbican, north of here. As we speak, he prepares a caravan for travel. I'll strike while he's inspecting his stock. If I can avoid his men, Talal himself should prove little challenge.
Little challenge? Listen to you. Such arrogance.
Are we finished? Are you satisfied with what I've learned?
No. But it will have to do.
Also, I really this one comes a little bit from like personal experience, so I'm not throwing the whole community under the bus. But I will say, people that I've played Apex with, or streamers that I've watched that have moved to Apex, some of the most toxic people I've ever seen. So, like, I play Counter-Strike on my own time, and I get less toxicity than I've seen in Apex and experienced in Apex. I don't know, like, Apex is just so incredibly toxic, man. But because Apex is kind of in its own sect of the internet now, so you don't really see them. Like, Apex doesn't really show up that much anymore, outside of communities that know Apex and play Apex, which I'm kind of happy of, because and I mean this in the nicest way, and I hate it for people that do enjoy Apex and aren't toxic. But the sooner Apex dies, the sooner we can get Titanfall 3. And I know that's a bit of a cope, because EA will probably just do some kind of like redone version of Apex before they actually do anything like Titanfall related, but yeah. And I barely even finished the Titanfall 2 campaign. I only really played the multiplayer. I was cracked at Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2 was a bit harder, because I got into it later, because it came out the same, like, fucking week as Battlefield 1. And that game was fucking awesome. So it's like,
You must not trespass here.
yeah. It's just a shame, because, like, yeah, have to give it to Apex for absorbing all the toxic people, for sure. Apex and Valorant. Like, Valorant is another thing where it's just kind of like League. It's just kind of in its own sect of the internet. Like, you don't have to really worry too much about, like, League players branching out and attacking you. That is the thing, yeah. Where will all those toxic players go? That is true. It's like when it's like PUBG as well. PUBG also kind of contains its own level of toxicity.
He's not the last of them. I hope so.
I don't know, man. Like, I never want a game to fail. I think it is horrible to say that you want a game to fail. But
you've done me a kindness, young man.
Sometimes it is a case where it's like, if this game fails, I can get something potentially better. But I don't see that happening.
What is it that you want?
Hopefully these guys all go into the thing. Yeah, it's like Counter-Strike, right? Counter-Strike players will never, like, if Counter-Strike will never die, that's just a fact. But, like, where would they all go if it did? Same with Valorant. Valorant is a different kind of weird, man. Like, I don't know how much people here keep up with Valorant, but they did an update where they added fidget toys to the game. You could buy a fidget toy. So, like, in between rounds, you fucking play with a fidget toy. It's like, bro, how brain rotted is your community that you add fidget toys before you add operator skins? You can only succeed through failure. Quote from someone. Probably me. I succeed through failure. I just fail. I just fail. But yeah, like, it's... It's, yeah. I want all get... Bitch, you're about to get stabbed.
All I ask is for a few coins. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Val is Riot. What do you expect? Yeah, that is true. Riot as a company, they do their best. I will say their support team. Oh, fuck off! I was genuinely about to start tweaking. I'm gonna tweak. Oh, God.
They leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance.
Subscribe now if you hate goddamn psychopaths.
We must fight them in any way we can.
Right, it's gone full monetization, yeah. But like I was saying, I will say their support team, absolutely excellent. I lost access to my account through I was straight up hacked. I lost my full account that I'd played, and so I'm just syncing my brain, get it synced. And within 12 hours of contacting support, I gave them the details of what I'd purchased, when I last played, operators I bought, and said maybe the person who hacked me, because the person who hacked me cheated and got banned, like perma-banned. So that's how I knew I got hacked, because I would never cheat in a game, like a competitive game. So I did that, and I got my account back within 12 hours. But then on the other side of terrible support, I want to give a special shout out to the Escape from Tarkov support team, who won't accept that my old email no longer exists, because I can't log into my old email to prove to them that my old email no longer exists, because that makes fucking sense. So they won't let me change my email, because they're so scared of people selling accounts, and they just want people to give up and buy a new account, basically. So, shout out Escape from Tarkov, go fuck yourself. Bad support teams are always the worst.
What now, slaver?
Do not call me that. I only wish to help them. As I myself.
You do no kindness imprisoning them like this.
Imprisoning them? I keep them safe, preparing them for the journey that lies ahead.
What journey? It is a life of servitude.
You know nothing.
The negative one or the good one for epic support?
To think that you might see and understand.
I understand well enough. Show yourself.
I've never had to speak to epic support myself. Which is funny because Tarkov is moving into the Epic store, which they said they would never go to a storefront, so it shows you how much Tarkov is actually probably financially struggling. Like, they're just moving the arena mode, not the full game as far as I know, but...
So you want to see the man who called you here?
You did not call me here. I came on my own.
This is...
Who unbarred the door? Cleared the path? Did you once raise your blade against a single man of mine, huh? No. All this I did for you. Step into the light, then, and I will grant you one final favor.
Now, this does not seem like a favor, sir. Damn, you're kind of handsome,
now
sir.
I stand before you. What is it you desire?
Come down here. Let us settle this with honor.
Why must it always come to violence? It seems I cannot help you, for you do not wish to help yourself. And I cannot allow my work to be threatened. You leave me no choice.
I had to contact them when my account's mail got from the hacker. Oh, God. It is hard because as someone that has worked tech support, it isn't the it isn't the easiest to just, just give someone an account, because you have to be sure you're not giving the account to someone attacking. But like, too many of these companies do not, like, best example I can give, two-factor authentication. Oh man, Warframe does it as well, which pisses me off. It is not two-factor authentication when you use an email to log in and then you send that email a code. Yes, technically that is two-factor, but you are also having a major fault point of if they lose access to their email, but they know how to log in with their password and email that they had, but they can't get the code, then you can't access that email. Then you can't access your account because it's your two factors locked out. You should always have phone, Google Authenticate or something, which Warframe support actually fixed my issue fairly good. I just had to provide them some purchasing receipts from Steam. They gave me my account back. I moved it all over. I set up a two-factor with a separate email, so I'm more secure. But and I also gave props to the guy who like supported there. I like said, said some kind words like pass it on to your supervisor or something. Because some support teams, when you mention a supervisor, even in positive, they can show they have to give that email to a supervisor. So if you have a positive experience with a support person, maybe tell them that, like say, hey, show your supervisor this, you did great work or something. Oh yeah, the Epic is terrible with auto replies, and it's a double-edged sword with Epic, because the amount of people that are probably kids contacting them saying, oh, they stole my V-Bucks, or I gave away my account information for V-Bucks, or give me free V-Bucks. Like, I gotta say, they probably have a lot of that, which is gotta be grating on support people.
Keep him away from me!
Coward! Get back here, bitchaloid. No. Ah, shit. Oh, he what the f- Oh my god, he cockshot me. Yeah, Warframe's secure. Yeah, I love Warframe. I've played Warframe since 2013. I loved it. I've always loved it, but yeah, account vulnerability has always been a bit of a thing for them, I'd say. Is this the one where it said throw him off a roof? Sir, please. Let's get you to a roof, sir.
Away with you! Away!
See what happens if I chase him for a bit. Oops, excuse me. Damn, he's fast. Where we going? Where we going, buddy?
Away with you! Away! Assassin!
Taking refuge at the guard tower. This does not look like refuge, sir. You're outside the guard tower. I would stream Warframe if it wasn't so visually kind of unappealing to stream. It's a fun game to play, but it is so much happening on screen. I don't think it's a very good game for content. Which, hey, don't grab me, you grappling bitchaloid. Shit, oh my god, the double tap.
You know where to run now. Share your secrets with me.
My part is plain. The Brotherhood is not so weak that my death will stop its work.
What Brotherhood?
Al-Mualim is not the only one with designs upon the Holy Land. And that's all you'll have from me.
Then we are finished. Beg forgiveness from your god.
He's long abandoned us. Long abandoned the men and women I took into my arms.
What do you mean?
Beggars, whores, addicts, lepers. Do they strike you as proper slaves? Unfit for even the most menial tasks? No. I took them not to sell, but to save. And yet you'd kill us all. For no other reason than it was asked of you.
No. You profit from the war. From lives lost and broken.
Yes, you would think that, ignorant as you are. Wall off your mind, eh? They say it's what your kind do best. Do you see the irony in all this? No, not yet, it seems. But you will.
Man, it's hitting me with the philosophical bullshit. I played Warframe since the closed beta. I loved it, but since the latest major update, it's became a dating sim. Yeah, I haven't played like any of the newer quests, but like I'm seeing like all of the Warframes have like people now, like actual people, and that just confuses me because like that's not Warframe. Like Warframe's always been weird. There's no doubt about that, but like it just doesn't look right. And like Warframe 1999 or whatever, I had no interest in that either. It just, I don't know. I've played a lot of Warframe and I don't care for the story. I think the story of Warframe is just a side piece. Like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of people that care about the lore, but I just really just like the gameplay. I wasn't a fan of them removing the old raids for and then replacing it with the Eidolon system in the plains. I wasn't a fan of that. I don't like hunting Eidolons. The latest plays out during a period when Warframes were created. Oh, so that's what it is. They keep expanding on that, I guess. Okay. Because I know 1999. I'm guessing the other new update is that. This is ludicrous. You miss Void Keys? Yeah, same. You used to go into the Void and just do your like grinding on one key. Didn't have to do all this. Oh god, I really hate the relic system. I've been grinding like some relics, but like now to get relics for like prime resurgences, which are happening, you can't even grind them half the time. You have to like grind a secondary resource and buy them.
To see you return to us. And how
Crazy.
fared the mission?
The deed is done. Talal is dead.
Oh, I know. In fact, the entire city knows! Have you forgotten the meaning of subtlety?
A skilled assassin ensures his work is noticed by the many.
No! A skilled assassin maintains control of his environment.
We can argue the details all you'd like, Malik. But the fact remains I've accomplished the task set to me by Al-Mualim.
Go then. Return to the old man. Let us see with whom he sides.
You and I are on the same side, Malik.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Warframe anymore. I guess that's the best way to put it. I swapped Warframe for Destiny 2 for a while, but now it's Destiny 2 is dead to me. Like, I'm never going back to Destiny 2.
Damn it. What's the problem now?
I'm getting weird temperature readings. I think the Animus is overheating.
Christ, it's always something. How long
Too soon to tell.
These delays are unacceptable, Miss Stillman. I want progress reports every hour.
Every hour.
It's
Shut
gonna be a
up.
while, Desmond. Why don't you go lie down or something?
You can grind relics,
That's
you
right.
just have to do high-level defense, survival, interception. Does it have to be a specific mission, or can it be any... like... Yeah, that's the thing I've always, like...
Why is he always yelling at you?
That's the thing about Warframe, right? Go full talkie for this bit. Because it is something I really am passionate about. Let me pull out my Warframe. Because I have thousands of hours, not mainly on Xbox, but I do have... When was the last time? There it is. Yeah, like... What is this? What is this? What is this? Like, look at that. Weird guitar playing... Dude, that is not Warframe. That is not Warframe, man. It's just... Warframe's whatever the devs want it to be. I'm not actually gonna shit talk that, but... The game is so unrecognizable now to its original release. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I need to look up the ones for, I think it's Nidus Prime. I don't have Nidus Prime, who's just been unvaulted. That's the new frame. Basically, Ember merged with Octavia. Oh, great. I hated Octavia. Not a terrible Warframe, but just not my style of gameplay.
It's his machine.
His theories. He's not the one who built it.
Who did? You?
No. Abstergo has a team of engineers. Not much they don't have. But I did oversee the assembly. Guess that's why he gets so angry with me.
He's a dick.
He's under a lot of pressure. We all are.
Can't believe you're defending the guy.
Warren saved my life, so if he wants to yell a little, let him.
I'm just gonna say I never liked Lucy as a character.
What do you mean he saved your life?
You're not the only one who doesn't get to go home at night.
Wait, are you saying you're a prisoner?
When they first approached me, I was finishing up my PhD. The university had made it clear I had no future there. They didn't like the subject of my doctorate, called it pseudoscience. Said keeping me on would discredit and embarrass them. It was the same everywhere. Other universities, companies I interviewed with. Pretty soon I was out of money and out of time. I was this close to waiting tables. Then I got a letter.
From Vidic?
He said he'd been following my career since undergrad, that he believed in my work and wanted to meet to discuss my future. You have no idea how good it felt to hear that. So I met with him. What did I have to lose?
And he offered you a job.
Yes, here at Abstergo, helping out on the Animus project. I'd have a chance to test my theories and prove the professor's wrong. How could I turn that down?
Think I'm missing the part where you became a prisoner.
Sometimes I wonder if they weren't behind it all. If they manipulated events so that I'd get desperate. They can do that. They can do anything. I didn't think when I agreed to come here. They even told me I'd be trapped. For 6 months, a year max. Once the product launched, there'd be no need for secrecy anymore. But until then, I'd be a guest of the company. At least, that's what they said.
And when the Animus was ready?
They came in while I was sleeping. 3 guys. Guns. They dragged me out of bed. God.
I'm trying to talk,
The worst
Lucy.
part is I knew them. One guy, Richard, we ate lunch together sometimes. And now he was gonna... They were cracking jokes. I tried to pull away. He hit me. And that's when he told me I was going to die.
Christ, what did you
Nothing. Going to die.
do? Christ, what did you do?
Nothing.
What the fuck?
I kept telling myself it wasn't real. And then Warren was there, shouting at them to get away from me.
Oh, fuck.
And they listened.
Hold up.
Jesus.
He's not a happy man, Desmond. I wouldn't even say he's a good man, but he saved my life. They never came for me again. and he promised they never would.
Stuck here working for these nut jobs.
But I'm alive.
I buggered it up. So with the game capture system, I accidentally leaned on the keyboard, which put it 10 seconds back. Excuse me. Nidus is Axie, Mesa, and Neo, so I think level 40 plus missions and around 40 defense waves, 60-minute survivals, or 5 or 6 interception waves, so maybe 1 Nidus relic would be easy to trade for him. I mean, I do have like 500 plats, so I probably could just trade for him. I used to... I'll be honest, and I'm out myself here as being a bit of a scumbag. I used to be that kind of guy who would buy cheap and then upsell all the time on Warframe. I probably made...
Someone's been in here.
Like 15 grand, not 15k of platinum.
Looks like some kind of access code.
She disappeared real quick. I just get straight back in. People still do it. Yeah, I know, like, they tried to curb the market. I know, like, it's not as, like, they devalued a lot of stuff, apparently. Compared, like, I know Ember used to go for, like, over 1,000, but now not. Like, Ember Prime, I mean. I don't know. It would be very hard for me to get back into it without dedicating myself like full time to the game, which I'm not going to do. Buy from a website that's approved and selling games since price. Oh yeah, wait, is there like tools that like help you trade? Casually doing this while there's all the security cameras around. The PS prices was ludicrous before the curbing. Yeah, the curbing needed to happen. I remember Nikana Prime like was one of the meta swords, and that would sell for a lot alongside like Primed Cutting Edge, I think it was, which was like the slash mod. That shit used to go for a lot. Literally named Warframe Market. Because I did become an ESO trader for a bit. I became a very good ESO trader. But I stopped doing that because I stopped playing ESO. You can't play ESO without the subscription. So it just wasn't worth me, like, I can't do the subscription at the moment. I will get back into ESO eventually, because I enjoyed ESO. I know it wasn't my most popular streams, but I'd get back into it privately.
Rise and shine. We've got quite a day ahead of us.
Why are you so
in a
happy?
good mood this morning.
Miss Stillman has made some modifications to the Animus. You should be able to remain inside even longer now.
And help you with your treasure hunt.
This is serious business, Mr. Miles. I don't think you fully appreciate the work that Abstergo does.
Maybe because I don't actually know what you people do.
We change the world. Every day, in 100 different ways. Did you know that nearly every single breakthrough of the past millennium,
Maybe I'll do
be it medical, mechanical, or
maybe
philosophical,
we will do a Warframe
has come
stream.
from Abstergo or its predecessors?
That's a bold claim, Doc. Think you might be exaggerating a bit?
Not in the slightest. Oh, we certainly don't take the credit. That would arouse far too much suspicion. We choose our beneficiaries with great care.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? It means we're in control.
But how? What makes you guys so special, so smart? That you happen to invent all these things while us mere mortals stumble around like idiots?
To be fair, we don't invent them. We find them.
Find them?
They're gifts, Mr. Miles. From those who came before. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Time's wasting.
I mean, I do play Warframe, like, on my own. Like, I'm not like, not playing Warframe right now. I do play it on my own. Same with, like, War Thunder.
Yeah.
Play a lot of War Thunder. But, I just don't do it on stream. But also, War Thunder, please sponsor. I need money, and also, I like your game. I am a German tank tree main. Lucy, wear your pen. I'm German and Russian tank
We'll
tree.
take care of the rest.
American Air because, yeah, I like the F-15. Alright, let's have a look. I might do this memory block and then we'll call it for today. So that's a decent chunk. We've already been going for 2 hours, which is
Countering
pretty
a strong
nuts.
attack will leave your enemy vulnerable. Finish him by breaking his legs, or by throwing him to the ground.
Break his legs. God damn. A Brit maining Germans. I mean, it's only because the British tree is so
well.
bad.
3 of the 9 lay dead, and for this you have my thanks. But do not think to rest upon your laurels. Your work has just begun.
I am yours to command, Master.
King Richard, emboldened by his victory at Acre, prepares to move south towards Jerusalem. Salah-ad-Din is surely aware of this, and so he gathers his men before the broken citadel of Arsuf.
Would you have me kill them both then? End their war before it begins in earnest?
No. To do so would scatter their forces and subject the realm to the bloodlust of 10,000 aimless warriors. It will be many days before they meet, and while they march, they do not fight. You must concern yourself with a more immediate threat. The men who pretend to govern in their absence.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Abun Dukud, the wealthiest man in Damas. Majd-ud-Din, regent of Jerusalem. William of Montferrat, liege lord of Acre.
What are their crimes?
Greed, arrogance, the slaughter of innocents. Walk amongst the people of their cities. You'll learn the secrets of their sins. Do not doubt that these men are obstacles to the peace we seek.
Then they will die.
Another of your items is restored. Take it. See that it is put to good use. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions. And Altair, take care. Your recent work has likely attracted the attention of the city guard. They'll be more suspicious than they've been in the past.
Yeah, no, I will say War Thunder is definitely one of the most fun games I've played, like, free to play. The only thing I don't like about War Thunder is the grind does just exponentially shoot through the roof. Like, you get to your tier 3, which is where most people want to be. You know, it's your very generic, popular World War II tanks. But if you want to go modern, you have got a huge grind. Especially on those Cold War tanks. That shit is going to take you a while. Unless you are somehow getting a million goddamn freaking kills and wins a day. Still, I guess it's still better than World of Tanks. Like, I used to be a big fan of World of Tanks, but holy shit, what the fuck did World of Tanks do? Like, they just started doing the stupidest shit, like the Mercenaries tanks and the, like, they did like all of the crossovers, like Warhammer tanks and shit like that. It's like, bro, I wanted a nice World War II tank game, and you turned it into, like, crap. Like, War Thunder still has its silly shit, but it's still based in a more grounded way. I will say, shout out to War Thunder though. Your April Fool's thing today, pretty funny. War Thunder always does really good April Fools. I love how they go flying when you shove them. Yeah, exactly. It did. Like I have Water Tank's console account, which is very different from the PC version, but which I think is called Blitz on PC, which is the console version. I've got a ton of premium shit. I've got premium T14, which is like a friggin' excellent tank. And then they just nerfed it, so all these weird like comic book like tanks can be things. I think they've got a King Cobra or whatever. No, what was his name? Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe. Shit like that. It's like, man, I don't want that. I love Warhammer, but I don't want it in my tank game. Like, yeah. Plus, it's just like... I prefer War Thunder's like realistic damage simulation to shooting someone in the ammo rack and then they survive because of I don't know, some weird armor deflection that doesn't make sense.
Acceptable way to reach a rooftop. Climbing on buildings, however, is not.
I'm not saying War Thunder's perfect, but damn sight better. Come on, boys, let's get into the city. By the way, I did, after that stream we did last, I did actually start working on what I said, which was the tier list of games, Assassin's Creed games, and where they currently sit, in my opinion. And we're gonna, when we finish playing through them all, we're gonna see if my opinion changes. Don't know how many times I could get accused of cheating, but because I could actually use the artillery tanks. Yeah, it's the same in like War Thunder and like water tanks, where you see someone from a distance and like, or you can just predict because it is just so obvious where people are gonna sit. So you take a low risk shot and it pays off, and then suddenly you're a hacker. It's like, nah, bro, I just saw that bush move in my artillery sighting or something. It's like...
Altair, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud. What can you tell me about him?
Don't know if you guys heard that.
Merchant King of Damas, richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous. I envy you, Altair. Well, not the bit where you were beaten and stripped of your rank, but I envy everything else. Oh, except for the terrible things the other assassins say about you. But yes, aside from the failure and the hatred, yes, aside from those things, I envy you very much.
I do not care what the others think or say. I'm here to do a job. So I ask again, what can you tell me about the Merchant King?
Only that he must be a very bad man if Al-Mualim has sent you to see him. He keeps to his own kind, wrapped in the finery of this city's noble district. A busy man, always up to something. I'm sure if you spend some time amongst his type, you'll learn all you need to know about him.
And where would you have me begin my search?
If I were you, I'd start with the Umayyad Mosque and Suk Saruja, both of which are west of here. Further to the northwest is Salahadin Citadel. It's a popular meeting spot and has proved a reliable source of loose tongues in the past. Yes, these 3 places should serve your needs.
My thanks for your guidance, Rafik. I'll return when I've gathered the necessary information.
Yeah, it's always funny when like you beat someone in a game and they just can't fathom that like someone's better than them, so they gotta go oh, you're cheating in the game. Oh, blah, blah. Like, no. Like, don't get me wrong, I've coped a lot when losing in a game. I will always have coping moments. I've accused people of stream sniping and cheating myself. I'm not innocent. But, man, there were people that do it all the time. Like, when Black Ops 6 came out, I played it on Game Pass because fuck paying for any Call of Duty anymore. But, I was just like, oh, okay, we'll have a look. Wait, I thought it said go to the Rich District. Oh, I am in the Rich District. And it's just like, bro, like there are some people out there that like gaming egos cannot take losing. I had someone the other day get mad at me in Dead by Daylight because someone AFK'd at the start of a match. So I had already picked up someone who was not AFK and I was taking him to hook. And I hit this person on the way past to see if like that would wake them up and like get him moving. I hooked this person, I went back, still hadn't moved, so I threw the person on hook. Because I'm like, I'm not one of those idiots that goes, oh, you gotta play nice in Dead by Daylight. No, fuck that, you play to win. And the guy came back. This happens a lot to me actually, this kind of gameplay. They came back. They lost heavily because the first person gave up and killed themselves on hook. So I was just kind of like, you know what? It's not even 2 minutes into the game. I'm just going to end this real quick. I'm playing as Oni. I have my power. I'm just going to end it. So I demolished them. I won the game in like less than 4 minutes. Crazy match, blah, blah, blah. In the post-game chat, I'm like, oh, they're like, oh, you're a piece of shit. Like, how did you know where I was? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, 1, you were AFK. 2, calm down. Like, like, oh my god. I literally was like, I thought it was best to just end the match because, like, that person gave up. And they were just like, I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah, it's not giving me any map markers. I don't know what's going on. And like, I love Dead by Daylight. Oh, my voice. But like, man, the community grinds my gears with like how seriously they take the game. You can get heated mid-match. You can scream and, you know, say what you want mid-match. It's just banter. But like, holy crap, some people take Dead by Daylight so personally. I have like comments open on my Steam account, and the amount of times I have to delete comments because of like just the shit people will say. DBD does have a unique community because there's 2 kinds of people in the community. Actually, there's 3. There's people who just play the game, there's people who stream the game, and there's people who stream the game while also being the most aggressively horrible people. Because most of the time, when I find that a survivor's being toxic, they are either in a friend group, and they're really, like, sweaty tryhards, or they are a streamer that just could not cope that they lost. Which is crazy, because I don't get that very often. Normally when I go to someone's stream after a game and say GG, I normally get a lot of positivity. Even when I've, like, demolished them. Which happened yesterday. And, but then other times there are people, that just absolutely... Like, there was some horror stories that have happened in the community that are just... Some of the most vile stuff you could see happen to people in terms of like internet bullying and stuff. And I don't get why the community is just like that. It's horrible. No one deserves to be bullied for winning, losing, being good, being bad at a game. You don't deserve... No one deserves that. But it happens. Oh boy, does it happen. And people are like, oh, you gotta get thick skin. It's like, yeah, you can have thick skin. But also, it doesn't mean you have to take shit.
What do you require? The letter I've given you must be brought to Salahuddin's camp. Seek out the one they call Hisham. He will be able to help.
Nice.
But tell no one else.
Apparently Jimmy Carr is coming back to Australia.
Then our business is concluded.
That'll be really fun. I went and saw Jimmy Carr in 2022 or 3. He is very funny. But the problem he has is he has a reputation for dealing with hecklers. So when we went to the show, there was a heckler, but he wasn't heckling between jokes. He wasn't heckling in a funny way. He was just being disruptive to the show. And Jimmy was not being nice about it. He wasn't like joking back to this guy. Eventually he was just like, dude, you need to shut the fuck up or you're leaving. Oh, all good, Shade. Like, I get it. It's like got to be like 3 or 4 in the morning for you. Like,
Run back now.
do you normally sleep like this early, or are you doing okay? Just double checking on you. I know some people are night owls, but some people just can't sleep sometimes. Ooh. Oh, God, I don't know if anyone picked that up on the mic. That was my ankle. Because I sit cross-legged on my chair. I sit cross-legged, and my ankle was underneath my other leg, and I just rolled forward and crunch. Sleep deprivation and other shit. Oh, well, I hope you go are doing okay. Like, I know how much sleep deprivation can really suck. I've suffered with it for ever since I was like 13. I've been living off of like 3 or 4 hours of sleep typically my whole life. Did I break my foot? God, I wish. I could get sympathy points. I could be like, guys, please subscribe so I can get a new foot. For every subscription, I get a hairline fracture. Oh, man. Man, maybe I would get more subscribers if I actually got my videos out on time, eh? Yeah. I'm working on them. Yeah, man, I leaned right forward and my whole ankle just went... Oh, I'll put that through the editor later and I'll see if I can, like, pick it up and, I don't know, make a cringy-ass short about it. Streamer breaks free subscribe and donate so I can buy a new ankle.
To see us fed and clothed. His men tend to the fires that we might be warm. His kindness.
I'll start a GoFundMe.
Everything we now have.
Streamer requires new ankle.
The Merchant King provides for one and all. He asks for nothing in return. Let his generosity serve as an example to us all. Everyone should strive to be as he.
Goddamn king hit the guy.
I'll talk. I've no interest in dying for him. His coin's not worth my life.
A wise decision.
What is it you want?
Imagine if it actually
I've
kicks
business
off.
with the Merchant King.
Huh? Good luck
Wouldn't
with that.
Wouldn't be bad.
He rarely leaves his chambers.
Why? Is he afraid?
Not fear. Hate. He hates himself as much as he hates the people he pretends to serve. locks himself away in his personal quarters out of shame.
He can't stay hidden forever.
No. Those celebrations of his. He comes out to speak, to look down upon the people. A sense of belonging, I suppose. However brief.
What's wrong with him that he would hide like this?
You'll see. Now let me go.
Let you go? So you can tell him of my plan?
I won't say a thing.
No, you won't.
Damn, I'll tell you, I forgot how ruthless he actually kind of was. I mean, like, I think the only times I've ever gained a lot of subscribers, which are followers when it was on Twitch, was... Excuse me. Was when I did a charity event, which, you know, was really nice, but it was like, wasn't obviously the objective of the event, but like, it was nice to like get some followers off of that. I do think subscribers on YouTube retain a lot more than followers on Twitch, because I feel accounts on Twitch get banned all the time and people unfollow people a lot of the time on Twitch. I think subs on YouTube retain a little bit more, unless you do something stupid like that people actually don't like. Oh yeah, Altair is... he lives the creed. The Assassin's Creed. Oh, you're the informant.
Safety and peace.
Let me guess,
want
get you some
information about the
flags.
city, I suppose? Right now, I don't have time. I must find some flags which have been stolen from our cache in the rich district of Damask. But with this heat, my legs cannot carry me anymore. Would you be kind enough to help me? Return with the flags, and I'll help you as best I can.
There was one right there, you lazy shit. Oh, the heat, my legs won't carry me. Oh, I can understand these ones, but bro, that one was in a fountain. Oops. I will get away from you. Suck my dick. Suck my ass. It's right there, get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Leave me alone, I'm just collecting flags. I'm playing Capture the Flag. It's like Halo. Funny thing is the parkour isn't actually that bad. Like, it gets a bad rep. But, man, for the time, it was, really good. Can I get to... Guys, I'm gonna have to kill you real quick. This totally wouldn't rat out the informant. This would not rat out the informant whatsoever. He's just standing there, letting this happen. Oh god, I need to kill these guys quick. Oh god, there's so many. Actually, I should use the throwing knives. Do I have some? Guys, can you just be more scared of me, please? Where did you come from? You went through the wall! Bro, you can't counter me! Let me throw the knife! There's more of them! This is bullshit! I hate this game. No.
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies.
Perfectly balanced game.
Safety and peace. You want information about the city, I suppose? Right now, I don't have time. I must find some flags which have been stolen from our cache in the rich district of Damask. But with this heat, my legs cannot carry me anymore. Would you be kind enough to help me? Return the flags, and I'll help you as best I can.
Get out. Oh my god, get out of the way. Interesting way of coping. Listen. It's okay. See? I mean, Jesus Christ, it went from 0 to 100 back to 0.
Away with you.
Much easier. Excuse me?
Thank you. The Rafik will be happy to see these flags returned. Perhaps this morsel of information will help you.
Better be more than a morsel.
To one of his lavish parties. I noticed the fountain in the middle of the Merchant King's palace could be easily climbed. Use this information wisely. Now, if you'd excuse me, I must go.
Also, if you guys know anything that like is on like the 360 or something, or an older game that's worth checking out for a review or for a stream, please let me know. I'm always willing to take any recommendations, especially on older games, because it's like, just let me leave. I'm trying to leave. Why are you keeping me from leaving? I forget that with the knife you get the throwing knife off of the counter kill. Yeah, get out of here. Really accurate knife throw. There we go. Oh, crunchy leg, it's like my knee. Yeah, bitch. Ooh, I almost lost that one. Murder. Oh, that's what you get for taunting. You never played a fighting game before? You don't taunt mid-fight, mate. You're gonna lose. I do love that, like, the ragdolls in this game are really good until suddenly they're not.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
I mean, I did just kind of kill like 8 people. I wouldn't really call that a hero's work. I mean, I know Batman like paralyzes people, but I think he's got a bit more of a moral compass of not killing people just to save someone.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
Oh man. Whoop. Boop, boop, boop. Nice eavesdrop right below me. I need to find a place to hide. Bench up here, nice. Because you can eavesdrop from this distance.
There's a problem. I need your advice.
What is it?
This morning, I went to hang the lanterns for the party.
And this troubles you why?
I forgot to remove the scaffold.
Forgot it where?
Just outside the Merchant King's quarters, above the balcony. What if it falls? It could be hurt.
Too late to do anything about it now. Just hope it isn't noticed. You can deal with it tomorrow.
It's sending me weird shit, and I forget that I've got full volume. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Altair can't swim. I do not want to touch the water. It's bad. Bad water. Get up here. Yeah, I definitely think, like, if they were to do or release that remake that they worked on for this, I think, like, adding a few more features, maybe from the later ones, like, I don't know, money system, even? Expanding on the game. I don't know. I wouldn't complain. Can I eavesdrop from here? No, you have to be sitting on a nearby bench. Thank you, insane man, for beating my ass. Ah, yeah.
The last of it has been delivered. Good. Make sure he also knows it wasn't easy arranging a shipment like this.
It's only wine. Some can be fickle in their faith.
Your holy book says something on the subject, I believe. Leave them that they may eat and enjoy themselves, and that hope may beguile them, for they will soon know. And never did we destroy a town that had a term made known.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind it. Be about your business.
As you wish.
Fair enough. I'm gonna play like this. I'm gonna play like a true gamer on a TV show. This is how they actually game, and you gotta. I don't want to mess up my controller. It's an older controller. I don't want to like go and fuck about with it and find out that I've damaged my controller. I will say these controllers lasted a lot longer than my Elite Series 2 controller. I think I have that like over here. Yeah, it is. Bloody, I've got the Elite Series 2 from the Master Chief Edition. And you might not be able to see a charging block stuck to it. Right. You can barely see it. Hold up. There you go. It's very dusty because it's been in a box, but The grips are... Oh, wow, they're actually coming off on both sides now. Oh, wow, it actually is detached on both sides. And fun fact, once these start to detach, you cannot reattach them. Yeah, you can see it up here as well. Right, here. Awful. Like, this has basically just become a display piece now. It'll go on a stand somewhere when I get a display set up. But that controller is fucked. I can't use it. The only thing I can do one day is what I can do. You can't even glue it. People have tried. Like, there is no way of really fixing this thing. It is such a piss poor controller, like, designed, because the grips on the first one were awful. So they decided to merge the grips together, and they got even worse. Oh, man. I might end this after this assassination because I'm feeling really exhausted. Nearly 3 hours. Like, I don't normally stream during the day, so I think I'm gonna have to like build up to it, of like streaming a bit better, a bit more often. But also, these are I'm not silly. I do know that like these daytime streams are probably going to be a bit quieter because most of my viewership is Australian, and most of them have jobs. So I appreciate everyone that does come in, but yeah, I did kind of want to do these daytime streams to see if I could like maybe break into a newer audience. Like, or just expand my audience, but it's too early to tell how that's gonna go. But get up here. You're up. Ooh. I also just desperately need a shower. I went for a long walk before stream. So it would be nice to have a nice shower as well.
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu Naqud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Sorry, I'm just reading some stuff over here. Interesting. Oh, get my mouse off screen. Alright. Feather.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to make that jump. Oh, also, for anyone that is interested, a lot of people seem to have gotten previews of Doom the Dark Ages, so there's a lot of footage out there now of like new Doom the Dark Ages gameplay. I was watching some this morning. Looks really good. Definitely keen. Looks like they addressed pretty much all the complaints that people had about the issues from my brain. The issues from Eternal. God, could not get the words out to save my life there. Hello, there's a ledge right there. Okay, let's try this one. There we go. Yeah. Because I loved Eternal, but I do agree with the complaints about how it was just... Where do I go from here? The way around, maybe? Where am I going? It's a dead end! Don't worry, I'm just a priest. Okay, cool. Oh, hello. You got a bit of a skin condition.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction.
Pretty bougie.
Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then, to you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruelly. Oh, do not feign ignorance. You take me for a fool. That I have not heard the words you whispered behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No. All this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different.
He talks a lot.
You, that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you. Mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I pledge myself to another cause. One that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it.
I think I need to get out of here.
Kill anyone who tries to escape.
Jesus. No. Where are you running to, big boy? Oh my god, why is he running like that? Why he run like that?
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead. Sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
I'm not ready. Ah! I was eating chips. Oh man. Oh, where do you come from? Let me get over the fence. Climb a bit faster, buddy. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was that? Oh man. Making me sneeze with your bullshit game. Ah, get back on the bench, you dicks! Ah! I had a bench there I could have used. Easy. Okay. Get in there. Oh, easy.
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Naqud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Okay, dokie.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
What are you doing in the corner?
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
Ah, but as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, and order requires authority.
You speak in circles, Master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
Okie dokie. What did we get back? Except a blinding light. We got boots. They're gonna give us. Okay, cool. We just got better damage. Cool. Well, I'm gonna call it there. Because I want to do this in shorter bursts. I don't want to be just constantly doing stuff like that. But I fixed my audio as well, Shade. I do know that like I didn't have my mic set to this scene. That's why you couldn't hear me last time. But yeah, we're gonna call it here, and I will pick this up maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Just because I got other work to do at the moment. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys, tomorrow earliest, Friday latest, because I'm out tomorrow. Or, no, I'm out Thursday. Anyway, see you guys. Have a great one.